We are looking snatched on a budget today, okay? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. You know, I know that big beauty gurus, even me, like, we're out here using Giorgio Armani foundation for $64, and I just want to say that you don't need it to look good. Everything I used in this video is favorites of mine. I didn't want to recommend products that I don't like. The only thing I tried out that I have never used before was the Makeup Revolution concealer, and you'll see my thoughts on that. High-end makeup is nice, it is a luxury, and it does work, but you can definitely look good still on a budget. You know, if you're smart and you're not crazy like me, you wouldn't spend $64 on a foundation. Like, I don't know. This glow, that's affordable. Thank you, and if you don't support me, whatever. Thumbs up for more drugstore videos. You know what, we're gonna go this way because I have a nail ready. Let's go this way. Because this will literally be the fourth time I film this. My face is already moisturized, so I'm gonna start with primer. My favorite primer from the drugstore is the NYX Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer. Love this stuff. I'm gonna use a lot of it. It's not as good as the Smashbox one that I always use, but it's pretty comparable. I should probably put my hair up before I get super annoyed. Okay. For a second primer, I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Magic Lumi primer. If you know MAC Strobe Cream, I'm pretty sure this is literally just MAC Strobe Cream repackaged, because like MAC and L'Oreal and Estee Lauder and like Giorgio Armani and brands, all those brands, and NYX, they're all owned by L'Oreal. And they, like, I see similarities in all of their products, and I'm like, wow, like, why would I pay $20 for MAC Strobe Cream when this one is $10 at Ulta? So, and this is just gonna give me a little bit of a glow underneath my foundation. It doesn't really do much for, like, making your foundation last, but that's what that NYX one is for sure. I actually know a guy that works for L'Oreal. He works in the marketing department. Always talk about how all those brands are owned by the same one. He works directly for L'Oreal, but I told him if he ever wants to send me some Giorgio Armani, Sergio, what's up Sergio, feel free to. For foundation, I know that's what a lot of you probably came here for. I could recommend a million drugstore foundations, but I'm just gonna use my favorite one today because that's what I like. My favorite is the Revlon Colorstay. I have this in the shade Toast and the shade Golden Caramel. I bought this foundation originally back my junior year of high school because Nikki Heaton posted that she wore this in the shade Golden Caramel. And I was like, whatever Nikki Heaton says she wears, I am literally in the car going to get it right now. I love this foundation. If you have oily skin, I think you would really like this. A lot of my friends like it. Like, I know Margot really likes it, but then I have a lot of friends that don't like it at the same time. You know, it's just a preference, but the good thing about buying makeup at Ulta is you can go buy it if it's the wrong shade, if you don't like it, whatever, you can just return it and get your money back even if you use it. So I would definitely suggest getting this at Ulta as opposed to like Walmart or something, because it just makes a little bit more sense. Today I'm going to use the shade Golden Caramel. I always use this one on a day-to-day basis if I'm like out during the day, but if I'm going out like at night, I like to wear Toast because it's a little bit darker, and I don't know, the color, it looks really good on me. I wore it last night actually and it looked really nice. I'm going to use this Morphe contour and highlight sponge. This shade is literally perfect when I have a spray tan. Like, it's not too warm, it's not too cool, it's so nice. And it's golden neutral, so you think it would be super like golden, but it's really not. It's the perfect shade. This foundation literally makes you look like a little Barbie doll. Like, there's no other way to describe it. Not as much as the NARS one, I will say. The NARS one definitely has more smoothing to it, but this one, it's pretty close up there. And it dries pretty fast, so I would work with it pretty fast. I have worn and loved Revlon Colorstay since literally high school. Like, it was the first foundation I ever bought. And I bought it in the jar formula. It was like a whipped formula. I had it in the shade Classic Tan. I will never forget. Okay, so for concealer, I am not gonna lie to you guys. There is not a concealer from the drugstore that I am overly ecstatic about, that I like would sit here and rant and rave about. And I'm just being honest. I rant about the Tarte Shape Tape. I love that concealer. I think that one is worth the money for sure. I do like the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. It just doesn't have as much coverage as like I want in a concealer. You know, if I'm going to take the time to put concealer on, then I want it to conceal, you know. But I have heard a lot of people really like this new Makeup Revolution concealer. So I got 4 shades of this actually. I've been hounding my Ulta and the Ulta at school until they give me this. And finally the Ulta in Altoona had it. The one in State College told me they didn't. So I bought this in the shade C6, C8, C9, and C10. Today I'm going to use C8 and C10. I will say that you should definitely, before buying this concealer, you should definitely look at the undertones online, because holy, the undertones of these are like real. Like if online it says a peach undertone, okay, you're gonna get a straight up peach concealer. Like it's really crazy. All right, let's do C8. I'm gonna be as close to Tarte Shape Tape as I can get. Everyone says they really like this stuff. If they, I mean, hopefully I can really like it because it's only $7. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't like the color as much. I like the Tarte color more. But it blends out really easily. It looks nice actually. It doesn't really look like I'm wearing a lot of concealer. It just looks like my skin. Wow. Wow, it does look like my skin. I'll update how I feel about this concealer in the description box, whatever it's called. It's alright. It's not bad. So for cream contour, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Megaglow makeup stick. These little guys. Let's put these honeys up. Love them. They are supposed to be really similar to the KKW cream contour sticks, but I've never tried them and probably never will. I have this in the shade Call Me Maple. Ooh, that is cute. Wet n Wild, I see you. Creative department at Wet n Wild, I see that. It's cute. And Oaks on you. Joke's on you. Cute. They're actually at Ulta now, which is crazy. Like, they have a display at Ulta. I was like, this is what dreams are made of. So I'm just going to put this in the normal places I would contour. This is more warm than the Anastasia Beverly Hills cream contour kit that I always use, but I'm not mad at it. Like, I don't know, as long as I'm looking bronze, I don't really care. And then I'm going to use the lighter of the shades and just to like blend it together a little bit more. I'm going to take the side of the Morphe sponge that I already used to blend out my foundation and blend out my cream contour with it, so it kind of like meshes the foundation and the cream contour together. I don't know how I feel about this Morphe sponge yet. I actually really like it. I'm just not sure if I like it more than the L'Oreal one. But I will say for cream contour, this edge is so nice to blend out. I don't know if you saw my first video, like my first ever makeup video, I talked about how I thought it was so hard to blend out cream contour and I needed suggestions, but this little edge is like the answer to my prayers. Because it's just so easy. You can just blend it up into your cheekbone instead of blending it all over. It's really nice. Honestly, this is only like $8, I think. And the L'Oreal one is like the same price. So as long as you're not out here spending $20 on a beauty blender, like a real branded beauty blender, then I don't know, like you can't go wrong with either this one or the L'Oreal one. By the way, these lashes are done by Jordan at Kelly Creation and they look so good. Like, can we take a minute? Girl, gotta blend that double chin. I just got my lips done like a week ago, so they still look a little swollen. That would be why. Let's move on. For powder, I am going to use the RCMA No Color Powder. I love this stuff. This went around really big on YouTube a couple, like maybe like 2 years back, and I ordered it immediately because I was like, everything that these people are saying, I need in my life. Do you ever do that? I do that. I don't know. I love this stuff. It's very smoothing. It does not give me flashback. It does not give me a white cast. It is really cheap. I think it's $13 for 3 ounces. And if you ever pay attention to makeup and like sizing and things like that, you would know that 3 ounces is so much for $13. Like, let's compare here. This powder has 0.7 of an ounce. I'm gonna use this one later, but this has 0.7 of an ounce, and this was like, I don't know, like $8. It's 3 whole ounces. So we're just gonna put that underneath our eyes. I'm acting like you guys are here with me. Yep, underneath our eyes. We should do that. We should all hang out and do makeup together. I'm literally just gonna put it all over my face at this point. Put a little bit under that cream contour. You snatch them cheekbones right quick. Ooh, girl. Now, I will say that this powder doesn't do much for oil control. So if you are an oily girl, go out and spend the money on the Laura Mercier powder. Just bite the bullet, spend it, because that one will control your oils. This one won't control your oil, really. This is more like for dry skin, normal to dry skin. But if you don't have a super bad problem with oil, or you know, you like to look glowy, then try this one. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I like this a lot, actually. Got it at the start of my fall semester, and I don't know, I really like it. I have it in the shade Medium Deep, and it's a little too dark for me, but we make it work. We make it work, girl. And I'm going to use this on the rest of my face. Honestly, with this foundation, with my skin too, I don't really have to set it, but I did want to suggest like a powder that I do use. I think I'm going to do a video on all Wet n Wild, because I have so much Wet n Wild product. Like, you don't even know, I love Wet n Wild, and I think it would be a really good video. It's so affordable, it's so accessible, and it's so good. I'm gonna do it. For bronzer, you probably can already guess what I'm gonna use, but joke's on you. This is the Wet n Wild Megaglow Contouring Palette. This is in the shade Caramel Toffee. There's 2 of these. The one has like a more white neutral and like a cool toned brown, and then this one has a yellow like banana, and this one has a warm tone. So I actually have both of them, and I use both of them. But I'm gonna just use the bronzer out of this today. It's kind of warm. I like it. You're not medium to tan like me, go with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is super, super, super pigmented, so be careful. I wore it last night and didn't realize how pigmented it was. Yeah, I looked dirty. Like I looked really dirty, but yeah, be careful. It's really pigmented, but that's also a nice thing, because then you can just not use a lot of it. For blush, I'm going to use these NYX HD blushes. I have this in the shade Intuition and Beach Babe. This one's like a pinky, I don't know, is like a straight up bronze. You could probably use this as a bronzer, but I'm going to mix the 2 of them. I'm going to use the pink one. It kind of reminds me of a NARS Orgasm, but I don't know. Not exactly dead on, but it's similar. I'm going to mix it with this bronze one, and I get like the most beautiful color ever. These are whenever I travel, I take these 2. I take NARS Orgasm, and I take Milani Luminoso. That's it. You don't need anything else. These are so pretty. For highlight, I'm going to use the Colourpop Electric Slide Highlighter. This is like the most gold of a highlighter I could ever own. These, obviously, you can't buy these at Ulta or and stuff like that. You do have to order them from the Colourpop website, but it is definitely worth it. These are only like $6 or $8, and you know, like drugstore highlight, there's a lot of really good drugstore highlighters, but this one is like the most wet looking I've ever found. I love this one. I'm gonna use the Morphe M501, and I'm gonna use this on this. A lot of people say to use this with your fingers, but I feel like I get more coverage if I use it with a brush. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use it with the brush. Look at it. I've used this highlighter since my freshman year of college. I remember the first time I tried it, I was like literally tweeting, Snapchatting, Instagramming, everything. I was like, everyone please go out and buy Electric Slide. It is beautiful. I love it so much. I used to wear this to like frat parties. Okay, don't talk to me. I'm at a frat party. I'm gonna blend it in with my blush. And yes, I am making fun of frat parties. I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera because it takes some like patience, and I'll be back. Okay, back with eyebrows. I just used the NYX Microbrow pencil in the shade Chocolate. I really like it. I really suggest it. I always have, I always will. Go for that one. So I just got this Morphe palette a little bit ago. I actually really like Morphe shadows, and yeah, I like them. And I got this palette, and we're gonna use this today. This is the Morphe 9A. Always golden. Oh, that's me. Always golden. Now, you know me, I don't do a lot of shadows, so we're gonna keep this nice and simple. We're gonna mix Aware and Splendid, and that's gonna go the usual. Oh my god, you scared me so bad! Yes! I was just terrified because she just barged into my room. I was like, who's this man? Who's this man in a flannel coat coming to my room?
The door, I just walked through, and I'm just like walking through.
You hear me talking to myself, and you're like, oh my god.
And then I see all this stuff outside, and I'm like, okay.
So I'm gonna go back to the Morphe palette, and I'm gonna use Splendid and Aware. Let's put a little bit of wetness in there too. You might as well, honestly. These neutral, like warm neutrals, are what I live for. I feel like this is why Morphe palettes and stuff do so well, because they just complement so many skin tones and they look so pretty and they're so simple. Like, for my inner corner highlight, I am super excited to share this with you guys. This is the Ulta Glitter Eye Top Coat, and it is beautiful. This is in the shade Golddigger. I'm just going to use this in the inner corners of my eye and underneath my brow bone. It is literally the most blinding inner corner highlight you could ever ask for. I actually heard that this is the color that this one makeup artist that I use that I really like, that does Fashion Nova photo shoots, that he uses. Like, he does makeup for some of their shoots. And I was like, wow, I'm getting it. And it's so cheap, and I'm like surprised that more people don't know about it. But girl, don't sleep on Ulta brand, because that inner corner highlight is something. So obviously I don't wear mascara, I don't wear false lashes. I used to, but now I just get extensions. So I am going to recommend two mascaras though, for people that obviously wear mascara. The first mascara I want to recommend, I actually don't have with me. It is the L'Oreal Telescopic. I know that there is two versions of it. There's like a black version, which is, I think the original version is the gold tube, and the black version is the L'Oreal Telescopic 2 or whatever. I personally always used to wear the gold version, like the original version. It is a really nice mascara for lengthening. It is really good to just give you that like wispy, spidery lash look. But my tip is to always mix mascaras. You know, if you want one for lengthening and one for volumizing, you get the best of both worlds. The other one I really like is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. This looks like the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Like, I'm pretty sure L'Oreal went to Too Faced and was like, hi, yes, that one. Oh my god, look at that. This is why I don't wear mascara. I'm pretty sure L'Oreal went to Too Faced and was like, okay, yep, that one that you guys have, yeah, it's ours now too. Like, the mascara is a more wet consistency, and I really like it. Before I had eyelash extensions, I used to use this. Sometimes when my eyelash extensions would get really sparse, I would use this too. I love this. This is not even that expensive. This is a good one. Try this one. For lips, I'm going to use the NYX Retractable Lip Liner in the shade Nude. I'm not using Peekaboo Neutral for once, so This is so close to my natural lip color. Oh, I love it. This shade is a little bit more nude than Peekaboo Neutral, so if Peekaboo Neutral was too pink for you, try this one. Definitely for lip liners, I don't even think you need a ton of lip liners. Like, I think a couple in your collection are good. Find ones that suit your skin, and that's all you need. For gloss, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible 8-Hour Pro Gloss in the shade Coral Sands. I don't even know why I'm reading off of this because I know this by heart because I love it so much. But it's beautiful. It has like gold reflex in it, and it tastes good, it feels good, it looks good, it smells good. It's such a good one.
I recommend it. 1000%.
This isn't setting spray. Like, I don't know if I haven't spoke on this enough. The Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. This is not setting spray. Like, this will not make your makeup last any longer. I will warn you. But it will set your powders nicely. It'll refresh your makeup nicely. It'll give you a little bit of a glow. So I do really like this one. It's cruelty free too. Mario Badescu, I see you. I think I just drank some of that. Oh. And then to actually set my makeup to make it last longer, I'm going to use the Milani Make It Last setting spray. Someone actually told me the other day that this one isn't good for your skin. That it was high in alcohol, but girl, let me get the receipts. Ooh, ingredients: water, alcohol. Okay, girl. I have not seen a difference to my skin when I use this, so I'm gonna just keep using it, but I guess that's a disclaimer I should probably give to you. Thanks for clicking, thanks for viewing. Make sure you're subscribed. Like, go down, scroll down, subscribe. I'm waiting on you. We're waiting on you. Come on. Subscribe. I'll wait. Just go make sure you're subscribed. Thank you for clicking. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I literally cannot express my thank you like enough. I don't even know how to put it into words. Just wow. Thank you. My first video has like 13,000 views. I'm like, how?